Alright, hello Taurus men, welcome to your reading. So what has God been trying to tell you? Before I started doing your reading, there was bear coughing. I kind of had a slight fit of coughing. I don't know what that has to do with you, if anything, but I was absolutely fine before. But I've been led to 4 different decks for you. Did I show you your card? 4 different decks. And at the risk of getting ahead of myself, I'm gonna ask, who the hell are you, Taurus men? Because of the deck, this is my government deck here. So I don't know. It could have nothing to do with that. And it could have everything to do with that. So let's see. Because I know that God is creative still. It's not because even the exercise deck, God will use it in a psychological reading and stuff like that, you know. Because God expresses itself as being creative like that to me. So let's see where this goes. It's very interesting to say the least. I'm sorry. Taurus men, adult Taurus men. Let's see, what does God want to tell you? Two more times, Taurus. I have a different setup here. So I'm just gonna get in how I fit in. And I feel comfortable like this, so this is how I shall do it. Okay. So, what has God been trying to tell you? Okay, so the deceived card fell out, but it was in the reverse, like this. So, first of all, before we continue, let's see which energy. It feels right like this. Excuse me, but there's something going on with it like this, so we're gonna keep it like this. And we got deceived in the reverse. So it feels right like this. So God wants you to know you have not been deceived. So something that you think is a lie is not a lie. The underlying issue here, we got humble. So there seems to be a need to be humble. We got secret, inspired, manipulation, fear. So what I'm getting here is you're afraid to be yourself, Taurus. Because we got humble, secret. So you're actually a humble person, but you keep that secret. However, you're being inspired to be manipulative out of fear. Because the next card we have is forced. And we have overdue success. So the thing is, you have been stalling your own success by not being your true self. So you feel the need to be fake. You feel the need to deceive people into thinking that you're hard when you're actually not. You're very humble, but you keep it a secret. Yeah, this illness is ordered. You need to control yourself. Okay? So you made yourself this way. Okay, so that's the first thing. So God says stop lying to yourself by trying to act all hard. And be your loving self, because the more you act outside of your character, the universe itself will not recognize you. Okay? So what is for you, you'll never get it because you're not being yourself. What does that mean? It means that who we are is like our identity badge. It is how the universe recognizes us. So who we naturally are is imprinted in the universe. And when we are acting outside of that imprint, it does not mesh. It does not connect. So we'll still have the desires to be as great as we can be, but because our in the universe our reality is like this, but in real life we're trying to do this, we can't have the success that we should actually have. We can't have the peace of mind, we can't have the love. All the good things that life has to offer will evade us because the universe does not recognize us. Because when you want to look at it this way, if you're acting like you're a hard person, the world around you is going to respond to you according to that, when that's not who you really are. So the kind of girls you're gonna attract is like bad bitches, like for real bad bitches. Not even girls just trying to be bad. It's real bad people. Okay, but it's because that's what you're putting out. Okay, so if you don't want them type of people to cling to you and attach themselves to you and get you deeper and deeper into living that lifestyle that you don't even want to live in the first place because it's not you, you're gonna have to change the frequency that you're interacting with the world on. Okay, so that's your first message. What we put out is what we get back. Okay. And the thing is, the more you portray a certain personality trait, is the more the world know you to be that. So now when you try to put that down to become yourself, it's a little bit difficult to convince the world around you that that wasn't who you are and this that you are now is who you actually are. So you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by emulating this behavior and going deeper and deeper into it. The longer you practice it, the harder it will be to undo it and be known for who you actually are. 3 more times. Yeah, our identity is our personality. That gives us access to the goodness of the universe. It's like working for the CIA. If you don't have your badge, you can't get in. It's like that. So in real life, our badge is our actual truth. being yourself. That's your badge. So we got Jefferson 2 at the bottom of the deck. Now Jefferson is a code name for secret agent. Okay. Which is exactly so yeah, it's like a secret agent when you're not being yourself. Woo, woo, woo. Who are you? Taurus? Okay, we got Angola at the bottom of the deck. The first card that pop out for you is the Honorable Marcus Garvey. Interesting. So Marcus Garvey was all about claiming one's self, one's identity, knowing that you are somebody, having belief in self, having respect for your history, okay? Putting your life in order according to importance. So Marcus Garvey was all about getting your shit together and being proud of yourself, not letting this world dictate to you who you are and allowing yourself to believe the shit. So the next set of cards we have Jefferson 5. So that's a secret agent, number 5, and China. Interesting. And the bottom of the deck we have Angola. So let's see the underlying issue. We have Angola, rubber, iron, flat earth. Oh, this reading is going to be kind of long. And the pastor. We got Istanbul, time, and USA coming next. But I'm gonna put those back for now. And we need some more information on these things. So the underlying issue is Angola, rubber, iron, flat earth, pasta. I'm hearing speak the truth. That has been a big issue for the longest while though, this flat earth theory. Oh boy. Things getting very interesting. Okay, so did I bring the cards that I should be? Because, okay, what deck do we use to clarify this? What do you want me to clarify for Taurus, first of all? Okay, God want me to clarify the underlying issue here. Okay, so which deck do we use? Alright, okay. It's all coming back to me now. Alright. Let us see, said the blind man. Let us see. Let us see, said the blind man. Alright, let's see. Very interesting reading. 2 more times, Taurus. It's almost ready. Oh boy. So we got lots of friends at the bottom of the deck. So I'm hearing cutting ties. Cutting ties. Time to let it go. I don't even want to say all the things I'm hearing. Okay, I'm gonna say what I'm hearing. So God is saying, with the cards that came out, the Honorable Marcus Garvey, that's you taking the initiative to be yourself instead of being a secret agent for China. God says it's time to stop it. Start lifting up your own. Start with self. Matter of fact, start with your God, yourself, then your family, whether soul family or blood family, is up to you. But I would say support those who support you. So it's a shift of your allegiance. This is what God has been trying to tell you. So let's clarify this underlying issue here. See that? You see how them come out? Okay, so look at this. Loss of property. And then we got liver failure. So what does the liver do? The liver cleanses, it strengthens, and it produces. Okay? So if you don't have no property, are you trying to help China to get Angola or something? Listen. Everybody has their portion. God gave everybody their portion, their place here on earth. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But if you don't have no property, you can't cleanse, because remember, the herbs are medicine and meat for man. We are cared for by the land. It helps us to purify, it helps us to produce. It sustains life. It starts with the land. To take the land from your people is to kill your people. China have their own place. The African people need the African land to plant the African food and feed the African families and love the African self. Okay. And the next card we have loss of vision. Clearly. So the Honorable Marcus Garvey has come to tell you need to find yourself back. Know your roots. Are you going to give our roots away to people? China have their roots. At the bottom of the deck, loss of lover. Clearly, there's no love there. You can't possibly love your people and love your land, respect your culture, if you're willing to give away the very ground that they walk on or help them. If you're willing to help China to take the very ground that they walk on, where do you expect them to live? And I did a reading the other day and Angola came up. It's in the government gossip readings. You should probably check it out. Because there are diamonds there, that means there are riches there. Obviously, if outsiders are coming in to take parts of Africa, they're going to want the best parts of Africa. So if you don't know what you're helping them to claim, you need to do your research to find out why they want it. It's not about the money. Stop thinking about yourself. And if you choose not to stop thinking about yourself, it's okay still. Because at the end of the day, God is the one who is in full control. So do you. But you have been warned. It's time to cut ties and stop the foolishness. Africa is for the Africans who don't like it too bad. China is for the Chinese. Loss of love and loss of friends. Selling out your own people. Loss of bladder control. And loss of loyalty. That's not alright. That's not alright. Africa is for the Africans. That's another famous saying of Marcus Garvey. Africa is for the Africans, my friend. God set it like that. And with or without your help, that's how it's going to remain. If God cannot count on you, God will remove you and put somebody else who will be loyal. Africa is for the Africans. I was wondering what I should call this reading. I think that says it all. Africa is for the Africans. China is for the Chinese. Don't piss me off. So is that why I was coughing like a mad woman before I came on here? It's because of what God wanted me to say. God was like, let me clear your throat. It's like, did I stutter? No, you did not. Wow. Listen, we over here in the West, when these people get mad at us, the first thing they tell us is we're not from their place. Go back to where we come from. What's gonna happen when people give away bits and bits of Africa to other people? Then where the hell do we go? It's not gonna happen. I can promise you. I know that these people don't care about black people and Africans and that, but Africans care about Africans. And God care about Africans. And that's enough. They stole our history. They stole our knowledge. They stole our spirituality. They stole our God. They stole our whole identity, and now they want to come steal our land too. Let's not talk about the resources. They've been doing that forever. And now they want to creep in and steal our land too, and you're supposed to give it away like a mumu. Are you a mumu? You must be a mumu to help them. Angola is for the Angolans. Africa is for the Africans. Whether or not people over on these sides want to accept that they're Africans, we are Africans. We are children of the sun. Africa is where our roots are. Two more times. So this is the last deck. Let's see what God wants to tell you from here. Or ask you. Apparently God has something to ask you. Yeah, no. Okay, this one is not sure if it wants to be recognized or not, so we're gonna recognize it. Okay, so the first question is, if I lost all of my beauty, would you still love me? So what is God talking about? And if I lost my job, what would you do? Yeah, you need another job. You need to consider doing something else to make your money. And if I lost all of my beauty, would you still, it says date or marry, because this is a date deck, but you know what the fuck it means when you relate this to whatever lifestyle you're living and what you're doing here with China and Africa. If I lost all of my beauty, would you still date or marry me? Or let's look at it like this. If Africa lost all of its beauty, would China still want it? If Africa wasn't as fertile and as resourceful and as rich, if African land was not as rich and as beautiful as it was, would China still want it? That's the real question. No, they wouldn't want it. So why are you going to take something that's so precious and beautiful from its rightful owner and give it to somebody else? If China want to indulge in what Africa has to offer, it's about time that Africans start to be respected. It's about time that Africans start to be the ones to manage what God has given them. If you want my goods, ask me nicely for it. Better yet, pay me for it. Trade with me for it. Africa is the richest place in the whole entire world. And yet still, Africa has to be begging from everybody. Africans and Africa look like it's the lowliest place on this planet. You don't find something completely wrong with that? Africa and Africans are the richest, the strongest, the most adept. I think that's the word. But when I say adept, I mean capable of doing many different things. Everything started in Africa. Why is it that Africa is at the bottom of the list now, but yet still everybody want to come in and claim Africa land and Africa soil and Africa riches, Africa minerals, Africa sun? Can we go to China and claim anything in China? Would China accept Africans coming in there and setting up big businesses like how China would do in Africa? Let's see this card that not sure. Yeah, you don't deserve to be recognized. So yeah, that's what God has been trying to tell you. Why would you want to sell out your land? Why you want to suffer your people like that? Just for your own personal gain. Do you know what they do to secret agents when they're done with you people? They kill you. So the riches that you think you're going to get and the lifestyle you feel you're going to live with that money, you will not get to live that lifestyle for a long time because they're going to kill you so you can't say anything. Dead men tell no tales. Dead women tell no tales too. Your fate is in your hands.